Blatantlybookish, and welcome to all my new subscribers who have recently found my channel either through random means or through Stephanie from That's What She Read's delightful booktuber shoutout video, which I will link down below for maybe my old subscribers who haven't seen it. She does such a great job of showing off her new booktubers that she has discovered, and you guys know that I love videos like that. So thank you, Stephanie, and thank you to all my new subscribers. But today I would like to talk to you about a readathon, my first readathon actually, which is Novellathon, hosted by Karen from the Book Rookie. I will link her announcement video as well as her TBR video down below. But the gist of it is to pick a date in the month of May to take 24 hours aside and read good old-fashioned novellas. And Karen and I are going to be doing that in less than a week now on May 11th, Thursday, May 11th, all day. But we encourage you to pick any day in May if you would like to join us. And she considers the criteria for a novella to be 175 pages or less, to be a work of fiction, so that excludes plays or poetry or nonfiction. She also came up with these little challenges that you can try to meet while reading novellas, and that is to include a novella that is a classic, a novella that is written by an author of color, a novella from the new Millennium, a movie or TV title novella, a novella written by an author you've never heard of, and at least one book that you already own. So we encourage you guys to be really flexible about this. If you don't think you can meet these little challenges, don't worry about it. This is all about finding time to really appreciate the short work of fiction or the novella. So in preparation for Novellathon, I looked through my shelves and picked out some great novellas that I've been dying to read, as well as I went to the library and did a gigantic library haul in true Marissa fashion, way more novellas than I can read. So I will show you all of the books that I will potentially read during Novellathon, and I would love for you guys to tell me if you've read these before, to encourage me if there are certain books that you really, really want to make sure I read during Novellathon, because I just don't think I could read all of these, but we'll see. So yes, please let me know, and without further ado, here are the books. So I've wanted to read Muriel Spark for a while, and I picked these two off my shelves, The Prime of Miss Jean Brodie and The Driver's Seat. I don't know if I'll read both of them, but they are contenders for the Novellathon. I also have Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit by Jeanette Winterson, another wonderful Novellathon contender. And then I was delighted to find in the library Margaret the First by Danielle Dutton. And I hadn't heard of Danielle Dutton before I heard of this book on BookTube, and I did not realize that it would suffice for Novellathon. It is a really short book, so I'm hoping to get to this one. It counts as one that's a novella from the new Millennium and an author that I have never heard of before. Then there is John Steinbeck's The Pearl. By the way, all of these novellas are books that I haven't read before, so yes, that is why I asked for your advice before on which you think I should really make sure that I read. Then we also have the autobiography of an ex-colored man, and I know Karen wanted to read this as well. It is a classic. It is an author I've never heard of before as well, and yeah, so it's an option. Then we have Always Lived in the Castle by Shirley Jackson. I've wanted to read this for a while. I hear so much about Shirley Jackson on BookTube, and I mean, this cover is I'm in love with this cover and the little black cat, and I'm just up for this book. So I'm really hoping to read this one. Then I have Miss Lonely Hearts by Nathaniel West. It actually comes with The Day of the Locust as well, but I don't think I'll be reading that one. And I have The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. Now, This is a book I heard a lot about when I was younger, and I just never read it. I think it's about synesthesia, which is just a really cool concept, and so I hope I get to pick this one up as well. And then, of course, I have Truman Capote's Breakfast at Tiffany's. Now, Breakfast at Tiffany's is one of my favorite movies. I love it. I love Audrey Hepburn, and I am going to break my rule of reading a book after I've seen the movie. It's a pretty shocking thing for me to do, if you know me, so yeah. And then last but not least is James Baldwin's Giovanni's Room. This is a book that I have never read, and I really should. I've heard nothing but great things, so I will hopefully be checking this out as well. So those are all of my potential reads for Novellathon. Please let me know in the comments down below which ones you are most eager for me to read. I would love to read them all, and I don't know that I can, so I am definitely looking for a way to prioritize these. And are you joining Novellathon? What are some novellas that you are dying to read? Or what are some novellas that you've enjoyed in the past? Anything about novellas, I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. I'll also put a video down below that if you haven't checked out, I really encourage you to. It's Ariel Basset's video on why she loves short fiction, and I think that that is quite appropriate for a Novellathon, so it will get you excited and get you in the mood for some short fiction like novellas. And yeah, that's it. So I look forward to seeing you in another video soon, and until then, happy reading!